changing the settings. Any takers, chat? Yeah, I mean, they weren't valued high enough, if you ask me. Wait, no. Did it work? Did it save my settings? It did. So now I know what's going on. Is every time there's an update, it just has to like forget what it was doing. Chat, speaking of steaks, I think so. I would agree with that. The valuation isn't based on current market capitalization, is it? It's based on potential, I would imagine. Where are we at in this game? I don't have any. I mean, most the public market in general, right? Software is more intangible, but a lot of publicly traded companies too, even ones that make relatively tangible goods or offer relatively tangible manufacturing services or all that stuff, there's still some potential. I feel like private companies have it really good. What was I gonna say? All right, chat, here's the first question of the night. It's a fastball. You're gonna have to swing hard and fast. Would you rather have the perfectly cooked steak or the greatest chicken you've ever had in your life? Should we just go up here? I know that quest line again. So, it was kind of crazy watching that video from Ninja. I mean, even John on his title today had, "Am I gonna become a YouTube streamer?" My stream is always sponsored by Game Bites. The only problem is Game Bites doesn't pay me much anymore. I'm in an argument with the creator. I'm not winning. I'm curious what will happen. OTK, who's what, the biggest streaming team out there on Twitch, basically did say they'd boycott it. I saw some people from that group saying they're happy with the reaction and redaction today, but I'm still curious to see if that will stand. You never know. Another one. I got a killer headache. All right, we're playing on veteran mode. I got a bottle of beautiful, tasty Prosecco. Mixed with a little Saint Germain. Chat, you know when you know what's a great way to tell whenever your dog's overweight? Whenever someone confuses it for Saint Bernard. No lie? We were walking the other day. Someone straight up goes, "Oh," to Effie. "Oh, look, what a cute boxer." And then looks at Plutarch and Saint Bernard. And we're like, "Oh, wow, well, you really do need to lose weight, buddy." They thought you were an entirely different breed. Gotcha, gotcha. So every stream would have to be a disclosed stream. I understand now. What about all the ad changes? Like the sizes of the ads and stuff like that? They really gonna do that? I need more allowance. Sarge, did you beat any Horizon Zero Dawn today? Or are you just kind of wasting time when you could be getting ready to play Diablo? Is that guy summoning skellies? What goes on there? How am I supposed to already know the question? One of these days I'm gonna stop asking the question and you're gonna be like, Mark, you didn't ask me. But not only did I beat Horizon Zero Dawn Forbidden East, I also beat Diablo 4. And I'm like, why didn't you tell me you were playing it? It's, you didn't ask me. This is the same thing. Coach Paul's here is gonna be like, hey, I've been playing Diablo 4 for like a year. I think Jana's playing now too, Paul, so, you know, just saying. I don't need to destroy that wall. That wall is useless.
I must wait.
No! I've been doing that too many times. Too many times. I'm not playing with a controller, Sarge. I'm playing with my mouse and keyboard. This still happened. Why on earth are these guys coming back? Q and the tab button are right next to each other. They're right next to each other. Pause, that's because I see you. I see you. I see you, Pause, and I care. Jar of Souls. Jar of Souls sounds like a song Alanis Morissette wrote about someone. I just expect you to be good gamers, chat. Got a jar of souls in my pocket. I'm smoking a cigarette. That's something Alanis would write. We all know it. Has anyone seen the movie Sicario? No, we're getting rocked right now. Let's be honest about this. This is not a good position to be in. Also, official news, I still suck at golf.
I must wait.
I'm terrible. Alright, let's get all these little green things. Gotta click on them, you know, make the...
I must wait.
Do what the game wants. We are barely doing any damage to this thing. What is this thing called? The Sealed Multi-Lace. Boom, boom, boom.
I need more fury.
I need more allowance. If anyone can name what that's from, I will literally buy. No, I mean, then you'll Google it. I will give you a hug. I will owe you a hug. 1 and 2. I only saw 2 and it was awesome, and now I want to see 1, and I feel like I could still see it without ruining it. I really thought the entire time Brawlin was just gonna snap his fingers and end everyone. Gio, how's it going, buddy? Appreciate the follow last night, by the way. How's it going? I'm about to do a dungeon with a super cool aspect for completion. Would you like to join? It's a later dungeon. Am I able to join later game like that? But the aspect is super sweet. Makes your basic abilities go faster. Good for Barbs and Druid. It's a song. What dungeon? Why can't I pick up any murmuring words? Of course it's a song. They're making a third one. That guy is frozen. Grand Gathering.
I need more fury.
Ooh.
I'm not ready yet.
There we go. There we go. There we go. All right, all right.
I'm not ready yet.
He's not ready yet, chat. He's not ready yet. Get out of there. Smack him, smack him, smack him, smack him. Grand Gathering, Buried Halls gives you the rapid aspect, What I would say, Gio, is send me a friend request on Battle. And I would say go do that go do that dungeon on your own right now. We can get connected, that way we could plan on doing some stuff together, maybe next stream. I appreciate you thinking of me. My BattleNet ID, can I look that up here? How do I do that? How do I do that in the game? There I am. You see that? You see that? You see that? Ooh. That is a tasty one. Alt F4 should bring it right up. You sure about that? Did I just get the request? What just happened? Yeah, that was so quick, Gio. Lightning quick. Very awesome, dude. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at us. Look at us. Is there... Who... Didn't Yugen get someone to do that recently? I think Sean. No one's told me what they're eating for dinner, and it makes me concerned all of you are starving. Lay off me, I'm starving! Like, I'm worried I'm gonna have to, like, call your parents to make sure they know you're not eating. I appreciate that, Gio. I can't believe that happened. I think he did. Apparently you're not eating, Sarge. Paul's isn't eating. Gio isn't eating. No one's eating. Everyone's starving.
Don't have enough fury.
No fury, boy. Who is doing all that radical damage long distance? Got the group hug. Got the group hug. Again, the stakes have never been higher. Got high stakes. High in the apple pie. There we go. There we go. Just gone for a minute, but you're right. Let me eat something. See, look at, yeah. I want a really fun story.
I must wait.
It better be the best story you've ever told me. And if it's not, I'll forgive you and still care about you. Is it about the time you went to the dentist? It's a true story that I just made up about one time when I went to the dentist. And I've had a killer headache. I only commute like once a week nowadays, if I do. And I spent 4 hours total commuting today.
I'm out of fury.
And that stuff just rocks up my neck, man.
I must wait.
Okay, we gotta go with these guys. They got that, those wrathful phantoms got that strong attack. Sarge, I bet you any money you're gonna play this game and you'll be like, maybe I should play it on controller. I was talking to a dude about joining our super secret project about joining the advisory board. Some DM back and forth, all was well. Uh-oh, what happened? Did you get into another fight on Twitter? This is the second time someone's gotten hurt because of that. Kidding. Cynic, happy Wednesday? It's Wednesday. Cynic, what have you eaten today? How are you doing, buddy? Hope life's going well. My wife's home.
I'm out of fury.
I was gonna go on a passeggiata. Passeggiata? But it's really cold out, and I didn't have a clean hoodie. So I was just like, I can't go. This is serious. I'm not freezing to death. And here we are. Here we are. There we go. Boom, baby. I saw he was streaming and I joined. I said hi in chat. He said, hi, how's it going? Typical stuff. Then asked me about my name. I told him the origins. He then said, that sounds like the start of a scam. This happens once. I gotta ban you. Whoa. And did he respond to you on Twitter? Is he like a big streamer that's susceptible to scams? I mean, I will say, Pauls, for as close as we are as friends, it is weird every time you ask me to send an updated photo of my banking card and my social. But I mean, that's just what friends do, you know?
Not ready yet.
It's just what friends do. Friends be like that. Don't get crazy. Don't get crazy, Pill.
I must wait.
Send that photo, Cynic. You gonna DM it on Discord or just put it in the Discord? Am I saying? Yeah. Oh wow. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like I always try to give people some leeway. Yeah, you don't know what they've gone through to make them think that's gonna happen, but yeah, that is crazy. Well, did you guys make amends? You guys gonna go out? Are you and K-Max gonna go do a slip and slide with them? I hear those are fun. When was the last time here anyone's done a slip and slide? All right, let's just get no, go down the hill. Big time dating. K-Max is canceling. I can't tell you the last time I did a slip and slide that didn't at least require 2 beers in me and wasn't also me like in my early 20s. It's one of those things where the older you get, the thought of running down the hill and having your neck whiplash while hitting the hard ground seems less ideal. I wonder if those are big in Europe. Hey, Sarge, you got that Danish handball. What about slip and slides? You know?
State your business. Reverend Mother Prava.
All right, I'm gonna skip through all these story points because I've done them all. That's too American. You don't have slip and slides. Do you have water parks? I mean, I know you have to have like theme parks and all that.
You were a good soldier.
Yeah, we know. So you got a water park.
Not many could bear your sins.
It's actually gotcha. Maybe it's something that changes and, you know, happens one day. Who knows? But yeah. Makes sense.
Hold.
Don't tell me to hold.
Expecting us.
Here's a question, chat. Water parks
Good luck.
or regular theme parks? Which one do y'all prefer?
Have the new watch commander replace the forces we lost.
That's good, Pauls.
So, you've returned.
Here I am.
Braver than
Theme park?
first.
I completely agree.
Made worthy of a blessing.
I completely agree.
May as well make myself.
I like water rides at theme parks.
By the ruins, south of here.
84 years? 84 years. 84 years. Sarge, how old are you? I had no idea we had a freaking Octogenarian, or whatever you call him, Doc Ock in our stream. Octogenarian, yeah, no. Theme park. There's a theme park right near called the Raging Rapids, the theme park that's in my home city, and it's perfect for hot summer days because you do it early enough, and the chances that you're gonna get soaked, it's like a 25% chance, because it all depends on, like, you get a little wet all throughout it. But there's like one port where you're going down a path and it's just the boat's spinning as it's banging against these raging rapids. And like basically whoever gets onto this one waterfall is just totally screwed. And you get like completely drenched from head to toe. So it's always a big deal, like, who got the waterfall? It's a good time. Then you walk around and your shoes are like squishy the entire time. It's totally worth it. But yeah, like, I can only do one of those during the day. Problem with water parks is you gotta do them early, and if it's nice enough day for them, it's pretty busy. I always get ear infections at them. Like, I don't think they put enough chlorine and stuff.
Bears a relic. I'm told it takes on your sin, weighs you down, body.
All right, this is actually a cool little story beat. Let's just burn through it real quick. I want to try to complete Act 1 tonight. If I don't complete Act 1, I'm going to have to punish myself. I'm not sure what that's going to look like. I might have to make my wife make me some cookies or something. That sounds like a good enough punishment, eh, chat? Ooh. Oh, why would we do that? You're like one of the oldest people alive then. Pauls and I like to study history. You are history. I don't know if you're joking anymore. I've only seen your Discord photo and you looked my age. So now I'm concerned. Now I'm concerned. I might need to stop yelling at you.
Hark, creature of darkness, for you have...
Alright, there we go. I was also on the Titanic when it sunk. Wow, I mean, dang. Freaking legend over here. You know, I've never fully seen that movie. And I think I never will. It's basically just Avatar, right? We should go get that. Talking about France? Yeah, the green fields of France.
Not ready yet.
Rotwater. Yeah, Sarge was in the trenches during World War I. He's 84 years old. Oh, how do you do, young Willie McBride? Do you mind if I sit here down by your graveside and rest for a while in the warm summer sun? Oh, we got some trouble there. That's for you, Sarge. I see you by your gravestone, you were only 19. Joined the great crowd in 1916. Ooh. We got it, we got it, we got it. Alright.
Not ready yet.
Come on, he got it. Are we gonna get... I thought that was gonna be like an explosion. It's just like a puddle of toxins that we can't really clear. Just kind of have to buffer against. That's what it was. I did hear he was the last surviving World War I veteran. True. True. He's also the first person to ever successfully bull a 300 down at whenever Coney Island theme park first opened. He's the great distance of relative of George Ferris, the creator of the Ferris wheel.
Feel the sting of your wound. Feel the sting.
I know what it is. I just want to.
Feel
Oh wait,
the
there it is.
sting of your wounds. Let the ice
I read it in the setters to the editor of Soldier of Fortune magazine.
your pain. For the
I think Mark Wahlberg portrayed him in a movie once.
cleansing of the soul. Make your faith stronger than any hurt.
No, it might have been a Francis Ford Coppola movie. It was way before Mark Wahlberg's time. You know, I heard Sarge owned one of the first automobiles. Enjoy your little break there. Sarge, what was it like to live before electricity and indoor plumbing? I'm just curious.
Must wait.
I must wait.
I'm low on fury.
You know, I've always been told the nicest thing you could do for your chat is gently harass them. And... oh, get out of there.
I must wait.
There we go, there we go, there we go. It's very gentle. That's good. Oh, we're gonna die. That was a death moment right there. Beautiful, beautiful. I've been told by people close to me that I need to grow at being gentle. My natural instinct is to not be gentle, and it's definitely I'm working on you know, having it become second nature, because my primal nature is just like get loud. Be like, what? So it's a goal. It's a stretch goal for me.
Grind at the mouth.
This is my new favorite drink, by the way. I modified it by putting 100 milligrams of caffeine into it. So I think I'm gonna call it the Jumpin' Jack Flash. Ooh.
I'm not ready yet.
Has anyone here seen the discussion around Final Fantasy 16? Seems like a lot of people are not interested in the game simply because it's such a great departure from the traditional Final Fantasy formula. Oh, dude, we're level 30. That makes me very happy. We can do an upgrade to our health. Happy, happy, happy. Okay. Okay, sweet. Kind of surprises me, because I haven't played Final Fantasy VII Remake, but it seems like an extension of that. My love, what are you doing? Just shut the door. It's code for I'm being loud. No, it's code for her watching TV in the other room. She's gonna try to listen to the television and not me narrate it for her. All right. Ooh. Alright, alright, alright. Getting some good drops here. What's my current armor status? We might have some things that switch into. We might not. The +2, I've had that for a bit. For chest armor. I'm not too crazy about jumping towards it, but it is what it is. Oh, how do you do, young Willie I might just bring out my guitar and start singing, chat.
It's locked.
Oh, we got a chest with a key? You kidding me?
It's locked.
Yeah, I realized that, but now I want the key. I need to know where the key's at. Is it under there? It's got to be somewhere. Who knows? Container. Container. Is anyone excited for the new John Wick movie? Finally coming out to home release. I imagine you've been able to rent it for a bit, but I'm gonna spend $20 to rent a brand new movie. I'd rather just buy it. Especially if I know it's gonna be one I'm gonna watch or from a series like that I've enjoyed a lot of. It's John Wick, not in space. This is the one where John Wick joins NASCAR. And ends up winning based on his time purely playing Gran Turismo. So he's only played the game, but he ends up being like a really good NASCAR racer.
I need more fury.
I think I just described the plot to the Gran Turismo movie. Oh, dude, we got lucky there. Dude, there were so many films in the 90s. Oh yeah, we had an entire conversation that solved all the world's problems. I was just asking if anyone's excited for John Wick 4. Did I get the key? I have it coming to the house Tuesday. No, but Sarge, there was the Leprechaun movie series. If anyone's familiar with the Leprechaun movie series, I think it's like one of the first movies I've ever seen Jennifer Aniston in. I think she did that before she did the show Friends. The first and second movie of that series are like decent horror films. And then like by the fourth one, it's like it's the Leprechaun in space. I'm pretty sure he's in space. They did the same thing with Jason, right? Jason X or Jason Goes to Space or something like that. It's just funny that was like a thing. You could almost predict like, oh, the next one's probably gonna bring him to space. What? Yeah. And back then it was like the coolest thing in the world. The reality is like, it's just a whole bad idea. I never had a photo or poster of Jennifer Aniston on my wall. I don't like... Oh my gosh, Sarge. Sarge.
Locked.
Give aid? Wait. Is that like a discount Gremlins? What am I doing here? Give aid, meek, powerless. What do I do to give aids? Aid. Don't want to do that. Help?
I could use some assistance.
Did I just get it?
Locked.
Thank you.
I appreciate that. Aid would be welcome.
There it is. There's the aid. Okay. I don't think so. The Leprechaun movie was literally a horror film where a guy finds a pot of gold and there's a leprechaun in it and they take the pot of gold, but the leprechaun, like, not only does he want that pot of gold back, but he's gonna kill you to get it back. So think, you know, little Peter, I think it was Warwick Davis, actually. Dressed up as a leprechaun killing people. Alabaster Monastery. I think that's who it was. They were movies I never should have saw for as young as I was, but my older sister would rent it while she was babysitting me. And yeah, worked out. Those movies and then Killer Clowns from Outer Space, which someone's got to look it up. I'm pretty sure they're making an asymmetrical Dead by Daylight like game for killer clowns from outer space. That movie now is almost comical, but it did horrible things for my disposition towards clowns as a child.
So I like playing cards. Doesn't make me a sin.
Horrible things. B-rated is accurate. What was the other one? It wasn't just... It wasn't just that one. Movies that made versions in space. I gotta look this up now, chat. My handy dandy phone book. Oh, no, that's not what I want. Horror movies. I gotta say that word right. Of course Aliens was in space. Never mind. I give up. I just drop it. Cynic, how's your week been? Any good plans for the weekend? Anyone have any good plans for the weekend coming up? Leprechaun 4 in space. So that what it was. Leprechaun 4. Leprechaun 4. All right.
Kneel before him, and remember, you are small, wonderfully small.
All right. I think this is a full cutscene up here, which it's a pretty cool one. Again, might let it play. You not heard me? This is a Hugo Splits mixed with a little bit of Midnight Energy. I don't know if that's gonna get me banned. Branded content. It's Prosecco, which is, I think, an Italian sparkling wine. Italians basically drink it for breakfast. No, it goes good for like gosh, mimosas. A Hugo Splits, that's it. Or Spritz. And then Saint Germain, which is, it's tasty. But then I'm like, I'm kind of tired, and if I drink a little alcohol, I'm gonna get real tired. So maybe I should just put a little caffeine in it and just take a little sip and take another sip. And then you just nurse that throughout the night, and it's delectable. Those photos were crazy. New York, so I looked at a map, and where I'm at in northwest, kind of, not completely northwest, but northwest, semi not west, Pennsylvania, the thick clouds came down our way, and then they just went east. It was like 2 days ago. We were walking outside in the evening, and I was like, honey, do you see like a fog or smoke? And she's like, I don't notice it. I was like, you don't see like it's just a general like dustiness? She didn't see it. And then it wasn't until the next day she talked to a friend that told her that there was these fires, and I had no idea either because I don't pay attention to the news.
Everything I've done has pulled me further from the place I need to be.
And that's that. But no, that's crazy. I hope it doesn't ruin any plans like that. That's that Filipino food festival, right?
Like its creators, it rots from the inside.
I think it was.
I don't. Lilith has entered the ancient city. With your blessing, I can pursue her.
Your kind are
Irenaeus talking to Anarius. Very close in names.
wasted on the crusades of the unworthy.
I can stop her.
I think these are done in real time.
This audience is concluded.
Yeah, they're not pre-rendered. Couldn't be. It's got your own avatar in the cutscene. So yeah, we're gonna go out and we're gonna be like, he wasn't happy. And then the lady's gonna be like, well, he didn't say no. And that means, like, that he likes you. Like, all right. And so, slowly getting to the point where I was in the beta. And honestly, when I played the beta, I churned through the main story. And I was only like level 20 or something like that, probably. And now I've just been exploring everything because everything's important now. Like everything I do is gonna last. The beta, everything was gonna be over and done with, right? So now I'm much different now than I was at this point. Oh, they're Trekkie. How's it going? Paul, you're back. Father, I want you to know I went back before Twitch deleted the videos of me fighting Slave Knight Gal. Gal or Gil? I don't know. I got a big headache. I'm sorry to hear that. You've been able to leave it with anything? But I went back and got some of that video, and you know, it's immortalized in the audio here on the channel. But whenever you watch it, you actually see all the spit just comes out. I'm very excited about it. I think it's the most favorite thing I've ever done. It's very visible. I remember, I was there. Did anything bring the headache on, or was it just something that's been with you all day? It's crazy, like this is all I've done of Act 1. Not sure. I've been nursing one tooth throughout the day. Not crippling or anything that bad, but it was my drive today. I was in the car for like 4 hours total, and my neck just got tight from that. Fun fact, I still suck at golf. You hate this dungeon? Oh no, what's wrong, Gio? You're in the boss now? I could just try to help you, you're saying? Yeah, I might as well try to help. Do you want to just send me an invite? I'll do it real quick. Electrolytes hasn't helped. I'm sorry to hear that, Father. Will I just get an invite on the social thing? Alright, we're gonna, real quick chat, we're gonna fast forward to where Gio's at some advanced level dungeon, and I'm gonna try to help him beat the boss. We're gonna, I'm curious how the game works level-wise. Just invite to party. Yeah, that's the worst. Getting an error code, uh-oh. But if we're gonna request to join party, I just requested to join your party. It does scale, so that's the thing. It scales. So ultimately, I'll basically be at Gio's level, but it will probably say I'm still at my level. Is what I'm assuming. Still getting an error code. Did you get the invite from me? Party join request timeout. Gotcha. I'll do one more, but let's not sweat it out. That makes sense. And I hopefully just don't get demolished. Honestly though, when I was trying to beat Diablo 2, I needed friends to help me. Yeah, just go for the boss, bro. I don't know what's going on. Maybe I'm at a weird part in the game. Or in the middle of a quest, who knows? It's like the first time I got an error message in this game though, which is promising considering what happened with Diablo 3. Yeah, there we go. Let's get out of here. But it does scale, so like that's the nice thing too, Paul, is whenever you're playing, not if, when, you know, we'll be able to have a fun experience for all, no matter what we're doing. Am I just walking into a section I haven't seen before? That's what it is. Cult of the Wicked event. Oh, I guess I joined it. Well, I'm high enough. Yeah, so you've tried the electrolytes and that hasn't helped. That's no good. When you say you haven't been sleeping well, has it just been waking up, or have you been having like indigestion or things that have been keeping you awake at night besides just not being able to fall asleep? Yeah, downing the water is always a good thing. Pause. I think I'm just gonna get giant banners on my stream channel that just say this is an ad. Is that allowed now?
I must wait.
Oh no, he's gonna do that thing again. That always, he gets a lot of health from that. That's like being a water type Pokemon and frickin' Bulbasaur doing Seed Leech on you. This is a pretty interesting little event here. Got it, got it, got it. They're eating something. Squire! Happy Wednesday evening, my friend. How are you? Squire, what did you eat for dinner tonight?
I'm not ready yet.
Anarius? Yeah. That's the one really cool thing about these games is, so like, just straight up, the second cutscene in this game, where the demon is tempting the people in the church to embrace evil, the way she describes and personifies evil, I think is accurate. Like the way the conversation, all that was very like accurate. And I'm not saying that as like, yeah, I'm saying that as like, that is calling it what it is, right? And so I appreciate the idea of it calling out the antagonist in a game that way. I've heard a lot of people say like the game's really dark. I'm like, it's dealing with very dark and, you know, things. So yeah, so the other end of that coin is like the really awesome designs of like the monasteries and the angels and all that too. Like I really like Diablo 3. For the like the main plot, there's an angel that basically comes down from heaven and you're helping him the entire time. And you're finding out that all these institutions on Earth have essentially been possessed by evil entities, and you're just kind of getting rid of them. It's a good time. Yeah, get better for sure. Maybe some Dr. Pepper ice cream will help. I don't know. Is it true Dr. Pepper has prune juice in it? Or is that just a lie? What was the boss? I'm sorry to hear that. There are definitely prune flavors in there. Okay, that's what I wasn't sure if it was just some random rumor. So Dark Souls 1 and 2, I mean Dark Souls, Diablo 1 and 2 were very dark for their time. So like, I would say Diablo 4 is much more like Diablo 2 and 1 in terms of the overall thematic vibe. Diablo 3,
I'm not ready yet.
I think in some way dealt with similar types of plots, But to me, Diablo 3 just wasn't as dark. Now, a common complaint about Diablo 3 was that it was such a colorful game. And Diablo 2, you go play Diablo 2, it's like if you are in this place, it looks like hell and all that stuff. They don't try to like make it flashy. I think Diablo 4 was in some way getting back to that Diablo 2 and 1 style and kind of reacting against 3, but I don't know. I'd like 3. I just think 4 is much more of a mature vibe to it, similar to like 2. If you go back to 2, and you played Diablo 2 Resurrected, those cutscenes are like brutal, for sure. I had black bean and lentil soup on rice, seasoned with garlic powder, minced onions, and red pepper. That sounds fantastic. I love a good lentil. Did you mean to put rice, or did you just, is rice a thing, or is it just rice? Just want to make sure there's a food out there I don't know about, basically. They're pretty easy to kill for you, Gio. With your barbarian? Typo. Gotcha. Because if you're telling me that there's a form of rice that's so nice they had to name it twice, I'm missing out. Plain and simple. I'm missing out. Ain't no other way to talk about it. Druid on my druid. On your druid. Gotcha. Gio, do you go back and forth between character types like throughout the day, or do you like say tonight I'm playing this and then tomorrow I'm playing this, or do you spend like a week just building one character or something like that? I gotta go. All right, I'll give more time to the story too, chat, again, and once I catch up. Like those big cutscenes like we just had, I'll let those play. Again, I've seen these all. I would have played the beta twice if it didn't come out the second time during the release of Tears of the Kingdom. Let's be honest, that was the game I put all my time into. Father, have you been able to relax and play any Breath of the Wild today, or has your headache been that bad? Like, are you having a hard time looking at screens? That's what happened with me like the 2 times in my life I ever got migraines, and it was the worst in the world. Is anyone here prone to migraines often?
An outsider. I could use your help. A dying knight mistook me for his confessor. He spoke of
Bright lights are making it worse.
religious things. He said his party of knights found a secret to life eternal. A red chalice. Said the bishop leading them ordered them to drink of it. Deep. He confessed they shelter now in a place he called the Sanguine Chapel. The
So play on the
chalice
Knights
must
Templar?
be retrieved, and I must leave. Find me at the Bear
Dark
Trap
mode for the
camp
win,
in
nice. Not that was the true Templar history, but like the motivations around it. Gotcha. That sucks, Squire. Yeah, dark mode. Do the dark mode for sure. The one time I had migraines twice. But do you get migraines, Sarge? Even though the doctors tell you that? Because I couldn't function the 2 times I had migraines. The last time I had it was like 5 or 4 years ago. I was brought to the ER because they kind of thought I was having like they thought I was having a stroke. I was having a hard time speaking, and I was having all these other issues. I was brought to the ER, and throughout that night in the ER, they ruled out the stroke, but they tried to give me a spinal tap. And they did the spinal tap like 3 times, and each time they failed. Which, by the way, one of the worst pains I've ever experienced in life. You know, emergency rooms are going to be places where doctors that are not doctors yet are trying to learn how to be good doctors. And so I had basically, you know, people in med school trying to tap my spine. And unlike the handful of kegs I've ever bore witness to being tapped, they failed. And not Tiny's spine, they just kept missing. Like they kept, well, here's the fun fact. They said like, we never hit the spine, we kept missing, go home. And so I went home. And for those that don't know, if you botch a spinal tap, or even if you get a successful spinal tap, there's the concern of spinal leakage, which is basically your cerebral spinal fluid, your CSF, leaves your spine. It ends up leaving, like that's your freaking, that's your fluid like freaking cushion for your brain. So then so then that gets strained. And that's what happened to me. I had CSF leakage and I had a horrible migraine. So like 24 hours go by and they wanted me to come back in for another spinal tap under imaging so they wouldn't miss, because they wanted to rule out certain types of infections in my spinal fluid. Needless to say, by that 24-hour period, I'm on my way to the hospital to get that tap, but I'm vomiting. I can't keep my head up. I am vomiting nonstop. It is horrible. It's horrible. So I spend that day in the hospital ER getting treated for a migraine. Like, oh, it just sounds like a migraine. And I'm like, I was just here to get a spinal tap the other day and it never worked. Could it be a spinal tap leakage? And they're like, no. They say on the records like they never got it, so it's not that. So they just say, no, it's not that. Me saying, okay, I trust you. I go home, and after like 2 days, I'm feeling better and I'm doing stuff. Go back for the spinal tap a week later, talk to the doctor there, and they're asking me all these questions. And they're like, have you had this or this or this? I'm like, yeah, that's what happened. And I told them the whole history. And so the same hospital, but doctors that weren't in the ER basically said, oh, it sounds like you had that was definitely spinal leakage. We can't do the spinal tap. You need to heal. And I was walking around and like doing stuff a couple days after that you're not supposed to do. Like you could risk really great damage. And so we were really mad because we felt like, oh, at the very least, there wasn't the cautionary tale of like, it might be that. So just lay down for a week. It was like, it's just the migraine, you're fine. Once you feel better, do stuff. So we actually talked to a lawyer, and the lawyer was like, yeah, it sounds like a clear case of like malpractice, but we can't do anything. Good luck ever getting a doctor to admit to like getting like it's just, it was rough. Needless to say, my wife was really upset. I was just happy I had no migraine. But yeah, it was like, it's one thing to be bedridden, right? It's one thing to be bedridden, but like to be bedridden and not be able to like watch a television or look at any screen without just getting the worst nausea, or even like lift your head up. Like it's such a crazy feeling. And that's the time I had spinal leakage. But yeah, Gio, you know, spinal taps are horrible. I'm guessing you had one. I wish it on no one. It's not even like a sharp pain. It's like a weird, deep pressure. Like someone's just trying to dig into parts of your back you didn't even know existed. Exactly. I mean, and like, you know, doctors have to be able to operate in an environment where they're not going to be concerned that their prudential judgment isn't, you know, isn't always going to be second guessed, because they need to be able to act quickly to save lives, and they shouldn't have to go through a board of lawyers to approve things. So I get that. I'm not bitter about it, but it's just the lesson in life, you know. It was a really good hospital too, supposedly. Sorry, I'm sorry to hear that. Well, again, mine was because of the leakage. But like, people get migraines like that without leakage, and that just blows my mind. Pause. Sure, why not? You know, it's been a long time since I've been to prison. And this is getting broadcasted everywhere. I agree. Like, the fact that they didn't want to admit that it could have been the issue is the weird thing to me. It wasn't like, because that, again, I wasn't gonna get mad. Like, what? I was gonna be like, okay, now I know what to do. But, you know. No prison can hold us when we have a chainsaw. Did your wife approve the mini chainsaw? That's the real question here. You seem very excited about this, and I'm excited for you. All right. Now, I'm gonna go do this side mission here, and I'm just debating if I wanna... Yeah, you know what, chat? I'm gonna take a portal back to the center town here, and then come back, but I'm gonna do some, gear swappage. This was in 2017, I'm gonna say 17 or 18. I was playing my PS Vita that week. Yeah, once the cat door is done, you're gonna be making big people doors. You serious, Pauls? That's awesome. I can tell if my wife's talking to someone. Or that's the TV. Or both. 62,000. I don't need to sell anything, it looks like. Ooh, those are some nice pants, though. Those are some nice pants, but I could just upgrade my pants. I don't need to... I don't need to worry about any of that. Oh, 222. All right, we're gonna break everything else down. I'm gonna do some upgrades. Gio, what act is that dungeon in? Yes, the PS Vita did it. I was playing one of the like 50 knockoff Monster Hunter games that only come out in Japan or the PS Vita. And that's why it happened. So they called me up. Jim Ryan was like, listen, I'm gonna have a big lawsuit with Microsoft in the near future. But in the meantime, I'm gonna give you some hush money. This is not a sponsored PlayStation stream, by the way. Act 3, okay. Talking to the TV, or worse, the TV's talking to her. That's the AI future. Carabiner style. How big is that mini chainsaw? You know what's ironic is, correct me if I'm wrong, but those games that have, like games like Quake or Doom, when they have mini guns, they're not really mini, right? Those are like they do some of the most damage. It's funny, isn't it? This was a good situation to... You can take what you want to, you can leave your friends behind.
Unexpected.
Ah, I get it now. That makes total sense. That makes total sense. Alright, let's do some fancy upgrades. Boom, we just dropped like 15 grand right there. I'm very proud of us.
That there is worth the coin.
It was 100% worth the coin. No doubt in my mind. Trying to think of the first game that had a minigun that I played. Would it have been Quake, or it would have been Doom, right? OG Doom had one of those. Critical strike. Ooh. Honestly, I don't think I have any weapon that's using any move that's using those weapons. Can I not? We gotta go upgrade our potion too, chat. Cyberdogs? Cyberdogs is a game? What's Cyberdogs? £8 with a 6-inch bar. You could juggle that. You could juggle that for sure. Chat, follow Paul's. He's going to be a professional mini chainsaw juggler. And Sarge is gonna start swallowing fire. I'm really impressed. Top down, like isometric? Nice, Geo. Nice. I'm really excited to get to Act 2, needless to say. But I'm also like gonna be fully maxed out. I feel like by the time I get there, taking my good old sweet time. What was the game? Oh man, that sounds awesome. What was that, PC then? Not quite asymmetric. Was it like GTA top down? Dude, who here played the OG GTAs? Grand Theft Autos. We're tracking that. Tracking that. Sarge, you combine the two to become chainsaw juggler fire swallowers. I like it. And I'll come and just ask everyone in the crowd what they're eating. That's my special skill. What are you guys eating tonight? And just harass people whenever they told me they haven't beat the game they've been playing. You still haven't played that game? You bought the collector's edition. What's wrong with you? Oh, we just avoided that.
Not ready yet.
Get out of there. Get out of there. I am getting better with mobility with mouse and keyboard. I was being so lazy. I just didn't want to move. Got those sturdy pains. I'll have to check that out. Thank you, Trekkie. I juggle the flaming mini chainsaw into his mouth. There's got to be someone that's done something crazy like that. Not that they've swallowed chainsaws, but you know, like tossed a flaming sword up and caught it. I don't know. I'm getting heebie-jeebies thinking about it. You never know. You never know. Another one. Okay, that event's again. All right, let's go do this quest. Oh, there's people that, no doubt, they probably have nice gravestone. Speaking of gravestones, has anyone here heard of the giant pyramid grave that Nicolas Cage bought for himself as like a shelter from the government whenever he went through some financial issues? Because some of y'all, if you have heard of it, might know more about it than I do, but I just heard about it today. And I thought Nicolas Cage was already relatively eccentric, but this is the most eccentric thing I've ever heard about anyone. So apparently he had some financial issues. I'm not sure if he filed bankruptcy or something like that, but I know I guess he owed some money to the government. As a lot of actors end up doing. I haven't seen that one. The unbearable weight of something, right? Do they mention the pyramid in that? Because I recently heard that he did a lot of movies throughout the 2000s, like mid 2000s or so, simply because he just needed money. But he's not in that place anymore, and he's actually doing films that he wants to do. A massive talent, no, but it's amazing. Bass Pro Shop. I support them all. I think triangles are great, and I love them when they become three-dimensional. So I mean, I'm right there with you. I haven't seen it yet, but I've seen memes related to it with what's his face, Mandalorian. My sister-in-law and her husband and my family on that side, they've all told me it's great. Maybe I'll watch it tonight. Pedro Pascal. That's what I thought. But my brain was riding the high of this midnight energy. It's one of your. It's that good. That's awesome. I trust your taste. No. What do you know? Dude, that was awesome. Gee, I'm at that point now where I'm just knocking down waves of people, and it feels so good. It's so crazy how these vampires can ultimately, like, they're gonna try to take your health, but if they can't, they're just gonna take some regular old pawn's health. Dude, I forgot they made those movies. Also, National Treasure. Great movies. Great movies. Has anyone seen the movie he did called, Pig? Where someone steals his prized truffle pig? It's like John Wick, but very different, but also not, from what I can gather, but he's just like some truffle hunter and a cook, and someone stole his pig. And like, that's it. That's the plot. You know, his pyramid's in New Orleans, so our dear friend Sean would be able to go see it. I think they might have featured it in that new movie Renfield, 2021. Yeah, it was more recent. It sounds like one of those, like, apparently it's a relatively, like, straightforward plot. But it sounds like a weird movie. Like, has anyone seen the movie Tusk? Oh, no, there we go. Dude, he gets half his freaking health back. Tusk was the craziest film. Does that make it John Pig? Pretty much. It's John Pig. I like that. That's a good joke. I walked away from Tusk going, I don't know if this was a good film. It might be a great film, but I can't believe it exists. Like, it might be a horrible film. He's been in over 119 movies. That's funny. That dude came up, saw me, was just like, I'm out of here. I got my horse, I'm peacing. He looks unrecognizable? Interesting. What is Canopy? Is that another streaming platform? He needed the money. Dude needed the money. Oh, we're about to get bombarded. Oh, interesting. Art house films. That's pretty cool. I feel like the most art housey film I've ever watched are like Donnie Darko and Boondock Saints. Obviously being facetious. Used to watch a lot of French films. It's because I had to for my class in college. This dude just say, dude, you're awesome. Thank you. That guy's great. Really, with your, that's awesome. That's pretty great. That's a great deal. Library cards, saving the day. I agree. The only difference between you and Nick Cage is Con Air and Raising Arizona. Also, Raising Arizona, I used to watch, because that used to always be on Comedy Central, I feel like, frequently. And I liked it, because, like, there was just a part of me that didn't understand it, but I was like, this is good. That's a movie, though, I haven't seen since I was, like, a teenager, and I feel like if I go back and watch it now, I'd probably be able to enjoy it even more. Con Air, though, I've never seen Face Off, but I've recently watched Con Air in like the last year. And I forgot that that's the movie where the meme comes of him walking out with his hair all looking fancy and blowing in the wind and all that. And that was just, it made me happy that was like, let's actually put this in a movie. Street Death, Open Arms. Face Off is a, I agree. Face Off I haven't seen. If I'm gonna greet death. Taunt?
This will be your
No.
last stupid mistake.
Greeting death.
Greetings.
That was it. I'm invisible now. Oh, this is great. This, you literally did the thing from Community. Yeah, there's a lot he's done. What's the worst Nick Cage film ever made? Yes, before Community was a thing. You are Community. Dan Harmon based that movie or that TV show on you. It's pretty awesome. It's a big deal. Ooh. Bad Lieutenant, Port of Call, New Orleans. Never heard of it. Never heard of it. What year did that come out? Same movies that I've seen with Nick Cage. I've probably only seen the good ones. They never made a sequel to Gone in 60 Seconds, did they? I've never seen the first one either. I didn't know there was a Billy Bob Thornton movie called Bad Lieutenant. I think the oldest Billy Bob Thornton movie I ever saw was Sling Blade. Is that what it is? Beans, something like that. I had no idea what that movie was about. I was just like, what's going on here? Sling Blade was his acting debut? Really? Okay. Gone in 45 seconds, faster, harder. This 10th movie that they made was Gone in half a second. And they're working on the sequel now called We've Been Gone for 50 seconds, or We've Been Gone for Seconds Already. We're already gone.
I must wait.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. Smack it. Oh, that guy just freaking Vontez perfect me. Too soon? Oh, yeah, we're getting smacked.
I'm not ready yet.
Oh, that was not a good thing to happen. Come on, come on. It's okay. It's okay. We're gonna be fine. We're gonna be fine. Everything's gonna be fine. Oh, we're not gonna be fine! It's okay. It's okay. We don't need to get angry. Where's the Ford Pinto? Are you talking trash about the Ford Pinto? Ford Pinto got me through I can't talk now. So I'm just gonna give up. I've actually never been in a Ford Pinto. I have no strong emotions associated with the Ford Pinto or its distant ancestor, the Ford Garbanzo. What if they just made a straight up line of cars after beans? Real explosive car. It's a controversial topic. I'm surprised you wanted to bring it up.
I'm not ready yet.
Chat, what was the first car you ever owned? Ooh. There we go. Ford Taurus. That's a good car. The only car I still have. Sarge, that's awesome though. You probably have to use it a lot less because you can like walk everywhere in Europe. Oh, I need to go to a really nice restaurant or get some good, healthy, nutritious, enriching foods from the butcher. I guess I'm gonna have to bike there and just have a nice scenic view.
I'm not ready yet.
We gotta drive like an hour to get the good stuff here. Was it solid by? Yes, I'll just walk to Berlin or take the bike to Paris. See? You get it. There's probably a trail for everywhere. I mean, Europe is basically as big as, like, Manhattan, right? That's why y'all are always getting in the wars with each other.
I must wait.
They have the train thing figured out for sure. Europe is basically just gangs in New York. That's the most American thing I could say to you without offending you, probably, Sarge. Even though I'm trying to.
They're not ready yet.
We need to get some health. Oh, we need to get some health by blowing these thing up. Come on. Oh no, that's not it. Okay, we can't do it with that. These guys got tons of all right. Take a little sideway view. He's doing that whole thing again. Okay, we're lucky. We're lucky. Oh, come on. All right, we're probably gonna lose another life.
I don't have any potions.
I know that. Yeah, he's got one. Just you and me, fiery, bloated corpse fiend.
I'm not ready.
I never thought I'd say that sentence before in my life, but I did. You know, we literally just aggroed a handful of other ghouls. Don't tempt me with a good time there, Sarge. That's great, Pauls. It is something I've heard, like when my wife went to Italy when we were dating. I mean, not my wife, my ex-girlfriend. She said a lot of the pastries she had over there were great, but they were noticeably less sweet, right? It's just like, I find that interesting. Like, y'all wake up in the morning and enjoy like a fresh croissant. Rip, clip it. What part? Dude, little Bellino was at a WVU kicking camp today. He's got all kinds of kicking camps across the country this summer, sponsored by like all kinds of universities and stuff. Ex-girlfriend, wife? Yeah, I mean, listen, she knows I call her that. And it's true. You upgrade, you know? You upgrade. You upgrade in life. You should start calling your wife your ex-girlfriend. I recommend all my friends to do that.
I must wait.
That is not her. That is definitely not her. She was in the kitchen, grabbed the knife and mag dogged me. Yeah, she's definitely Italian, Pauls. Listen, I will never... If I ever dated someone, then the fact that they dated me already brings in the question of one's sanity. Except my wife. She's perfect. Okay. She's probably watching me now and goes, what the heck is that boy saying? What? Who's that? Rebecca Bunch? Who's Rebecca Bunch? Am I supposed to say that 5 times fast to see what happens that comes out of my mouth? Actually, for her 30th birthday the other day. I've never seen that movie. The card I got her was like, we've been together for so many years, you know, through so many trials, and like, it was really nice. Just like the screen comes down behind me and she tackles me. That would be that'd be class A content. No, but the card was like real nice and thoughtful. Like, we've been through so much, all the ups and downs, yada yada yada. So I have one question for you. And you open up the card and it's like, what's wrong with you? Basically, like, you deal with me now. You're 30 now. There's gotta be something wrong with you. It's a series? There had to have been a movie. We probably made a movie in America. There's probably higher in sugar content too. Dude, my ears are just like naturally messed up right now. Ooh. Like all kinds of popping. Rebecca Brunschwager. That's the German American version.
I'm not ready yet.
The French version is just called French fries. Random question, but French fries are called French fries because of the French cut on the potato, right? Or am I wrong about that?
I must wait.
Level up, level up, level up. I could be wrong about that, chat. Could be wrong. What am I gonna do next? What do I do next? Defensive, offensive. It kind of makes me sad that I don't have a slot for weapon mastery. We only learn one of these. Interesting. Go with that. I might end up making a swap at some point. Not sure what's gonna happen there. All right, now what's the best Nick Cage movie and why is it National Treasure? Oh, we're literally just getting bombarded. We walked into this dungeon thinking we're freaking top stuff, and the answer is no.
I'm not ready yet.
Woo! Oh, get out of there, get out of there. All these guys will blow up.
I'm not ready yet.
Literally just thought I was fine a second ago and clearly wasn't paying attention at all. Joke's on me. Except I'm not laughing. This is a nice little lengthy little side quest here. Like, this is a pretty intense dungeon, if you will.
I must wait.
There we go. Got him. Seriously though, Sarge, where you're at, are you able to basically just not have to drive to get wherever you need, or are you in a very rural area?
I'm not ready yet.
I like to imagine everywhere in Europe you can get to by taking like a boat or a train or a bike. Hit us with the coordinates.
New blood. We shall
Supermarket is a few minutes away. Do you walk there or do you drive? I mean, you can do whatever you want, eh? Why won't it let me? Oh, dude, they literally just made me crazy pills. We are definitely dead. We're not living out of this.
I'm not ready yet. Please wait.
Everywhere I'm at right now is literally just some type of stain on the ground that's gonna make me go crazy. The beach is a few minutes away. You're joking now. Denmark doesn't have beaches. They only have handball.
I'm not ready yet. I don't have any potions.
Oh, get out of the way. No. We're taking crazy pills. You're just messing with me now.
Potions.
You're just messing with me. We're alive, and that's what matters most right now.
I must wait.
Come on. Ah, we almost made it. That was full murder zone. Full murder zone. Now the hood I just bought a house is super walkable. I'm 3 blocks from a trail that connects the entire metro area. That's awesome. Why don't you send us your address, phone number, birth date, and past 3 jobs? Identity theft isn't a joke, but it could be. We're going back in the murder zone.
Not ready yet.
Yeah, social, if you just want to post it here on chat. Again, we're live everywhere right now. See, now I get that stuff. Skills cost no resources, and I have endless use of them. You're giving me that now. How did I even complete the event? We're still cursed. I thought Denmark was completely landlocked, and it was surrounded by Iran, Greece, and Turkey.
Not ready yet.
That's not Denmark? Next, you're gonna tell me it's kind of close to Belgium and the Netherlands. You know, like relatively northeast of the UK.
I must wait.
Ooh. This guy's a real pain. No, that's actually awesome. You're always within 32 miles of the... And thank you for converting it for me. No, that's Patrick. Yeah, Patrick. I know a guy named Patrick. He went to Johns Hopkins University. Oh, we got him. We got him. Got him.
I must wait.
Oh, oh. Uyukasha. Did it. That's really cool. Is the water, like, clear? Are there people just playing handball in it nonstop? Honestly, though, is the beach warm during the summer? Like, what's the hottest in Fahrenheit? You gotta use Fahrenheit for me. 'Cause I'm not gonna convert that stuff. Like, what's the hottest the beaches get? Like, are they a nice destination, or do y'all go like, no, we're going to the French Riviera for vacation?
Not ready yet.
32 miles is bikeable, man. Seriously. When I bike, I do like 20 miles. That's not too bad. I mean, that's still cold. But I mean, what about the temperature outside? You get a lot of sharks now. Here's the important question. How many sharks and jellyfish do you deal with on a daily basis when you're up there at the beach? Why is this guy just spitting?
I must wait.
This is the worst part. Like, I literally can't hit this guy without taking damage. He's just constantly getting health. What's going on here? What am I doing here? What am I doing wrong?
I'm not ready yet.
All right, we're good. We're doing damage now. Maybe we should try to find some health scattered across here. Nope. Dude, we just got it. Hello there. How's it going? So tasty. 86 to 95 on the hottest days in general. You didn't answer the question about jellyfish. Or sharks. Ben! How's it going, buddy? I'm doing good, man. How are you feeling, buddy? 96 degrees, 95 degrees as the hottest. Now, what about humidity? Is it a very humid? What's the dew point typically for you guys? You doing okay? Do you plan a GTA 4 today, my friend? I've been to Florida, Key West, Orlando, Washington, D.C., Chicago, and New York City. You've experienced like the two greatest contrasts in a state that I think exists in the U.S. The gorgeous nature of the Keys, which is like a tropical paradise, which is why like I get people move there and then just never want to leave. AKA that was me. I wanted to ride scooters around and drink margaritas and coconuts all day. And then Orlando, which is just like Disney or Universal and strip malls of super chains. You have no last gen consoles. Gotcha. So are you looking to get one to play at GV? Have a great night too. I hope you've been well. I hope you had a good day, my friend. I promise you Street Fighter is going to get installed this weekend. Did the size throw you off? 3 countries in Europe. Nice, Ben. What countries? GV, we're just talking about Europe with Sarge here and how in Danish land you're always within 32 miles of the beach, and it just sounds awesome.
I'm not ready yet.
I like how we're already almost dead. Juicy, what's going on, buddy? But yeah, absolutely. We'll try to get a couple matches in on the Discord or something, dude. Maybe it wasn't Key West because I said it was a gorgeous tropical area, and you're like, where I wasn't tropical. It was right after 9/11.
I'm not ready yet.
Interesting. Was it a trip to just see the States, or were you seeing like family or something too? Right, Paul? I was gonna make that joke, but I wasn't gonna make that joke because, you know, look at me. Speaking of tropical ointments, we got tropical ointments. What do you do? I'm honestly curious. I'm allowed to, yeah, you're allowed to make that joke. You've served. Me, I look like I'm gonna get stopped on the next fly list. Oh, that's topical. I've heard good things about that movie, but I never saw it. But yeah, get to bed, GV. It's gotta be late for you, man. Get some good rest, my friend. Have a good Thursday tomorrow too. Also, that picture you posted, I'm bummed out about the service at that place, but the food did look good. But I won't keep you, dude. Get out of here. We'll use Sarge as a European stooge. Finland, Germany, and Czechia. Nice. Out of those 3, Ben, which was your favorite? My brain damage is free to pass to make the joke. I agree. Oh, Juicy, what'd you learn about trusts? Did you learn never to trust the Sicilian? There's probably more to that. I just forget the Princess Bride. But now I'm basically self-degrading my own people. I learned that why have a prenup when you can make yourself a trust? Is the trust basically only in your name? Less awkward talk. Interesting, and then you designate via the trust who are the inheritors. That's it, Father. Thank you. Never go. That doesn't sound as bad. That kind of sounds cool. Sarge, would you ever want to come back to the States, or you're like, nah, I'm good? Y'all just yell at me. That's Princess Bride. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. It's such a huge country.
I'm not ready yet.
I like how he called it this stupid place. Ben, if you didn't hear me, I'm curious if you liked Finland, Czechia, Germany the most. He does die. He's not a good Sicilian. He was going up against the protagonist. What do you expect? Also, make sure you wait an amount of time after you make your spouse a trust to poison them. I am real curious about this firm you're working for, Juicy. Does it have any connection to the CIA? Without any opportunities being there. What type of opportunities, like, do you mean? Like work? Or just like food, or you mean travel opportunity? Gotcha. Gotcha. Well, we have airports. Of course, Juicy. That would I get that. I get that. Juicy, what'd you have for dinner tonight? Ben, what'd you have for dinner tonight? Dude, now we're doing good again. We're just stampeding people and it feels good. Oh! That guy, again, dude, he's Ray Lewin in us. Dude's Ray Lewin us.
I must wait.
Got him. Boom. Get out of the way now. Take a step back. Appreciate life. And you still got hit by that. That was great, Mark. You did a great job. The area I'm in has a huge Bosnian refugee population, and they too are like confused when they leave the metro that the next major city is multiple European countries distance away. It's like, yeah, this doesn't make any sense. Vietnamese wonton soup. That sounds amazing. Sarge, BRB. Sarge is going to confirm what he said about there being a 31-mile distance between anywhere in Denmark. Or he's lying. Vietnamese wonton soup. Interesting. What makes it Vietnamese? What spices or aspects of it? Ben, I'd love to make macaroni and cheese homemade. I'd like to make anything homemade, down to even the noodles. But I'll admit that I've never actually made homemade mac and cheese when I knew what I was doing. So, for example, like you need to make a roux, right? And I don't have a good recipe for a good mac and cheese roux. Do you, Ben? So I typically go for like the shells and cheese in a box that already has the cheese that's already kind of pre-made in that packet. That's like, you don't know if it's cheese or not, but it tastes good. A Vietnamese woman made it. Are you still in Vietnam?
Not ready yet.
Sorry if you already told me that. Ooh, we're gonna die. We're gonna go. We're gonna go. We're gonna go. We're gonna go. That's right. That's right.
I'm not ready yet.
Is that honestly what happens? Father. Because then that's probably what happens in my stomach. For sure. We died so far away. You've seen it? I need to look this up now. This sounds way too exciting and also sad. Simultaneous joy and sadness. Is it made out of seed oil or something? Isn't seed oil like fight against the natural law of phospholipids by being bonded in a crazy way? Oh, Juicy, how do you make your homemade mac and cheese?
I'm not ready yet.
Get out of the corner. Just get out of the corner a little bit. Working concession stands. Oh, dang. Craft Deli Deluxe, just like single craft cheese. Isn't that kind of still like a roux though, if you're using milk and butter with the cheese? That's all I thought a roux was just like add milk and butter to a cheese. That's crazy.
I must wait.
I must wait. Oh, roux has flour, that makes sense. To turn it brown and thicken. I wet the dry nudes, then dry the wet nudes, then wet the dry nudes with cheese whiz. Then that sounds freaking good. Took me a second to comprehend that, but yeah, okay. So you just use cheese whiz. Cheese whiz. I haven't had cheese whiz in a while. I just lost the game. But every time I think of cheese whiz, I think of a Goofy movie.
I'm not ready yet.
And the character that was voiced by Pauly Shore? That was Pauly Shore, right? That's Pauly Shore. Craft Deli Deluxe. They're two different things. Ooh, but it's still a cheese, right, Ben? Craft Deli Deluxe sounds fancy. It's like when you go to a restaurant and you're like, I want a chicken sandwich. You're like, do you want a deluxe? You're like, you know what? I'm feeling pretty good about myself today. Deluxe it. I was wondering why I couldn't attack it again. Don't want me to. Ovita shell. That sounds awesome. Juicy. Pepperoni and cheese whiz sounds good. It's low carb. It's still sliced cheese product. Okay. Use the word product there as a means of like, it's not really orange juice, it's orange drink product, or is it like you're just using product generally there? Velveeta Shells is good. I like the Great Value brand, or the Aldi brand. All of those are this. Oh, I got some in my frickin' pantry. Honestly, Shells and cheese is probably one of my like go-to guilty pleasures. Like in college when I would be like, you know, late night hungry on a weekend or something like that, and I like didn't have to wake up for class and deal with the fact that I ate like a pound of congealed cheese product. I like crush a box of macaroni and cheese and be proud of myself. I'm not proud of the fact that these toxins are making me thirsty. I feel like I'm not doing any damage.
Have any potions?
Yep. Just get out of here. Adam Ragusa. That's like the second time I feel like I've heard that name. Then we're dead. How'd we not die? We're gonna have broken weapons by the time we respawn. Nope. Alright, we're still good. Yeah, it was definitely from you. I'll have to look for some Craft Deli Deluxe. Sophie's lasagna. Sophie's was pretty good. Did anyone use Easy Mac back in the day? Like back when I was a kid? When I was a hungry boy? But I couldn't make macaroni yet? Easy Mac was clutch. Beef and bean frozen burritos, those are still great. Buy like a 20-pound bag at Aldi's for like a couple bucks. Clutch. Is that? I feel like the poison is making me make less damage. I'm not sure what's going on, but I'm not hurting these people at all. And I feel like I'm losing. I feel like I'm taking crazy pills.
Not ready yet.
Yeah, they're like gaining health somehow. I don't know what's going on.
I'm not ready yet.
I think that's what it is. I think they get health in these little pools.
Not ready yet.
All right, now we're not in the mess with. Now we're not in the mess with. Boom. Did it. Could microwave it. Oh, we're gonna die. That's a game over right there. The green and white Alfredo packs. I feel like I've seen those before.
I must wait.
What about it wasn't Hamburger Helper, but it was some type of like same idea, but they were like it had like biscuits on top of like a chicken noodle soup, and it was always like a casserole in a box or something like that. It was a branded product line in the like 90s, early 2000s. I forget what it was, but those were freaking good. I used to make those a lot as a kid.
I must wait.
Now I gotta think about that. It's gonna haunt my memory. I can't believe we did it. I can't believe we beat him.
Bill of mortality.
I can't believe we did it.
In the year of the light, 1318, Anno Kegistani, we have buried 92 souls on these hallowed grounds. Abortive and stillborn.
Homestyle Bakes, that was it! Oh, Juicy, you're a genius!
4,
Homestyle Bakes were so good.
2,
They're still around.
execute.
They look completely different.
15. Frostbitten. 6. Old age.
They don't look the same.
Removal of blood. 54. Starvation. 3.
I gotta look at this up. Country chicken biscuits, yeah. Now they got like pasta and all that stuff, but no, back in the day. Homestyle Bakes. Complete meal. Yeah, back in the day, they all basically like, it was savory beef and sour cream sauce with mushrooms with biscuits on top. Oh my gosh. I'm way too excited for a product line from the late 90s. But yeah, it's still around. Interesting. Alright, well, we're almost done with this dungeon. Before we complete it, we naturally you're gonna die again, because why not? We might survive this one. Yeah, these guys are no match for my handy dandy hammer. They had a pizza bake? Oh, dude, that sounds good. My mother-in-law makes something called, what's it called? What does she call it? Bubble pizza. And she basically takes a certain type of biscuit and puts like all the pizza in a casserole pan and puts the biscuits on top and then puts more like cheese and sauce on top of the biscuits. But she doesn't fully cook the biscuits. And so there's like I mean, they're cooked. You're not gonna get like sick from them. But there's such just like gooey tenderness. It's one of the first meals I ever had at my ex-girlfriend's house when I was still dating her. I still date my wife, but when she was my ex-girlfriend, I gotta work on that. It was really good. All right, let's go back. It was called Bubble Pizza. And it is the most American thing I've ever seen. Ever play MMOs? Oh yeah. World of Warcraft, Final Fantasy XIV I want to get back into. Star Wars, The Old Republic I put a lot of time into. In fact, that's how I met people like Sarge. This game in a lot of ways is very much like an MMO to me. Like Destiny is. Dude, look at... We got tons of good armor though. Let's be happy about that. Why can't I fill up? I'm not full of life at all. There we go. New World. I don't know what that is game. That sounds like a game I played and even like got some of my friends into, but then ditched it right away. Oh, you're playing SWTOR as well. Nice, Juicy. I've nursed this entire time. Pause. Did they finally streamline the entire New World experience? Like, didn't they boost the introduction and the path? Because if I come back to that, which I know I will at some point, isn't that game like better as a new player now? What backstory did I just come up with you right now? That was the Amazon MMO. Sarge, didn't you stumble upon my channel when I was playing Star Wars: The Old Republic? Pause. That's why you should probably play Diablo. Oh, dude, that's some good armor there. See, I remember. I didn't make... How's that a made-up backstory, then? You just... Getting all worked up. You don't even know. You don't even know. 222, 333, 203. Oh, new item. Sweet. Can't do anything until mid-July because there's your laptop, right? Or you could just get a game that plays on console that you can play with your PC friends that's just like it, but maybe better and more fun. Father, the slaughter of the innocents is not my fault. I assumed you were following me because you've played that game, Sarge. New Genesis is fun? What game's that? I heard a lot of good things about Agent, for sure. $254. People say a lot of crazy things. But I still stand by the fact that those people... I was encouraged by someone I trusted. Do it. Do it. So I did it. Oh, Phantasy Star. That's right. Yeah, I've never played Phantasy Star, but it's always been interesting to me, like, because I feel like it was on the GameCube and PS2 and Sega Dreamcast, right? Like one of the first console MMOs. We're good. Okay, we're gonna have to get some stuff out of these sockets, and then we'll be ready to go. Yeah. I feel like I wanted to play it, but for the Dreamcast and for the GameCube, there was so much of like, okay, you have to pay a subscription, and you also have to get like the Ethernet adapter. There was just all this stuff involved. Very weebish, but it's a fun game. I mean, makes sense. I'm excited for Blue Protocol, which is another Amazon MMO game. It's not coming out in North America till 2024, but it will be out in Japan this year as well.
Come back and see us.
I'm also curious about the Lord of the Rings MMO that's being made by Amazon as well. Beefing up my health line, baby. Can I do... Let me see if she can add a socket. Can we add a socket? Nope. Nope. It's all good. It's all good. No, Golem game came out, but you might as well have been punked. People, I haven't played it. I've seen a bit of it, but it looks pretty rough. It's the worst reviewed game of 2023 so far, and people are not afraid to say it might be one of the worst games to be released in a while. To me, conceptually, it didn't sound like a fun game at all. I could be very wrong. Other people might have been like, this game sounds awesome, but to me, it just sounded horrible. Has anyone bothered to see gameplay from that? You know what? I should sell. I should sell.
Anything else?
Nothing yet, my guy. Got plenty of materials.
Fair trade.
Fair trade. Alright.
Be wary on the road.
I don't know what you just said to me, but I'm not upset. I'd play as a Nazgul. Yeah, so it was supposed to be a stealth game, right, chat? I think it was supposed to be a stealth game where you play as Gollum the period between when he makes his way to Mordor, he's captured, and then he makes his way back and he's captured by Gandalf at that point. Then Gandalf brings him to Rivendell, I want to say. Oh, the Nemesis system was great. Shadow of Mordor and Shadow of War games are great. But this was not supposed to be like that. This was like a day in the life of Gollum. It's like, that doesn't sound fun. He's a tortured man. There was a 95 game named Mordor. Interesting. All right, let's focus. We needed to do that for sure.
Unexpected.
Not that surprising.
Anything breaks, the forges need something forged.
We need to upgrade more weapons, my friend.
Not bad.
Not bad at all. We're going beefy. We're going home style baked beefy. All right, I feel really good about this. It was a dungeon crawler? Sarge, is that a link to it? You couldn't bring the mechanical box with you. Windows 95. Remember when playing games back in the day would be like, this game runs on Windows 95, and you bought it even though you have Windows 98, and you were like, well, I have 98, it should be fine. But it's like, no, you shouldn't have updated. You're screwed. You're just straight up screwed. That's the classic. That's the classic way. Oh, we're epic fight scenes though. Declan's Domain. That sounds like a company that also does like random. You'd see commercials for. Oh no, it's the butcher. I'm gonna need help. Yeah, Rip is right. Yeah, he's not even the boss. It's just a random spawn of the butcher in this dungeon right now. I think he's gone. That's crazy. Yeah, the butcher's freaking. The butcher was hard on tier 1 mode. See, that's the thing. In Diablo 3, the butcher was like a super easy boss real early on. In this game, it's like, yeah, he's gonna randomly spawn. He's gonna ruin your entire evening. These guys are like walks in the parks compared to the butcher. Oh, nice. Very nice, Juicy. He's more like the D1 butcher. See, I never played D1, but I'm guessing, was he a random spawn or was he a permanent boss, but just still very difficult? Yeah, the D3 butcher was like fresh meat, but then you still just freaking like this guy's easy. Guild Wars 2. At first, I thought you were gonna say Garden Warfare. Ah, okay. See, is there a way to go back and play Diablo 1 still, like on modern computers, without having to like virtually run DOS? 'Cause you can't buy it on Battle.net, can you? It's on GOG. Good old games. Good old CD Projekt. Maybe I'll have to try it out. It's just gonna be so funny when like it's so like this game's on PS5, but the original Diablo is what we're talking about.
Not ready yet.
That'd be funny if it was. Get out of here, get out of here, get out of here, get out of here. No! You Magalazze. Diablo 1? Diablo 2 Resurrected is on PS5, but I don't think there's any way Diablo 1 would. I don't even think Diablo 1 has controller support. 21 enemies remain in the Undercroft. Am I not even in the right place? I don't even know what's going on anymore. Was released on PS1. Wait, are you telling me it came out on the PS Classics, Juicy? That'd be crazy if it was. That'd be really cool. Because then that would technically mean it had achievements or something like that. Now we're just... We still got like 70% durability left, chat, and only 17 enemies. We'll get it. If we fight the Blood Bishop again, at least I'll be ready for that. And of course that happens. He's gonna get me. It's just frickety frick. Ah, the thingies, they get you. There's a PS4 port of Diablo 1? Really? If it's on PS4 though, get out of there. Get out of those circles. If it's on PS4, it would play on PS5. You are right about that. This is where the mobility sucks.
Not ready yet.
At least we're getting out of those circles now.
Must wait.
This is the face of pure joy. Just so y'all know. Never released. Gotcha. Okay. That is sad, but I'm not surprised. Got the long game effect there. Okay, so it's not even
Ready yet.
okay, that guy seriously went from no health to like
I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready yet.
dude, we're so close, chat. You're better off playing with mouse and keyboard. Oh, at this point, they're literally just spawning right next to me. This is hilarious.
I need time to do that.
Yeah, we got down to 5. Get out of the poison. Get out of the poison.
Must wait. I need more time.
I need more allowance. Of course, of course, of course.
I must wait.
Get him. Used to be a reader and a gamer. Reading's good. Reading's a great exercise to continuously do to help build concentration.
I'm not ready yet.
Be great to have someone helping me out here, Sarge. Pause, you know?
I must wait.
Dude, this guy is gonna feel the blunt of all my anger and misfortune that I've experienced over the last 10 minutes. I almost feel bad for him. Don't be weak, right? That's the actual answer. You say it. You say it. 3 now. So actually, let me check it out. One more skill point. You get more potions as you complete quests in regions and or level up your character. There's like a base beginning that you start off with, which is Just one. Some weird old music playing right now. Oh, yeah, I'm sure I can get 9. It just takes time. Actually. Okay, it's the Blood Bishop. We know what to do with this guy.
Not ready yet.
Alright. This boss was frustrating the first time around, but he's no butcher.
I must wait.
That's not a fun experience. Okay, run! Run. Look at that, look at that. I feel like he's just saying fee fi fo fum. Dude, where this potion's at, we got him, we got him, we got him. Clutch position. Perfect timing. I didn't even realize he was doing that attack.
Not ready yet.
Lunge over there, buddy. There we go, there we go. Oh, get out of there. That was bad, that was bad, that was bad. We almost didn't make it. Nah, we're like Dark Souls in this guy. We know what to expect. No! Almost ruined it. Almost ruined it. Oh, we almost... Okay, we're good. We're good. We got it. I think we're gonna be good here. Oh no, that was bad. That was bad. That was bad. And we saw the signs and we didn't listen. We just got too greedy. Signs are right there in front of us. Missed that guy though. That's just a clutch attack. Oh, run, 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 run.
Not ready yet.
Okay, we got him, we got him. We got him in a good place. Okay, run, run. We should be pretty good. We should be pretty good. Just avoid this last attack. That will take you out. That will do all the damage it needs to kill you right there if you don't miss it. Got him. He's done. Boom. Just like that. Butcher Pete did not come back, but I like that nickname for him. Oh, we got a freaking blue weapon there. That's fancy. That's real fancy. Butcher Pete. Pete Retief. Leader of the Boer army. Alright, turn this quest in. It's just crazy. Yeah, I think the butcher spawns, and if you don't get him the first time, and he gets you. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, if it's a Fallout reference, it's gonna go over my head for sure. Really?
Not ready yet.
Just leave me alone, skellies. Everyone recommends Fallout New Vegas. Everyone says that's the one you gotta play. Was that like a... Is there a reason why that wasn't a direct sequel? No, we're just gonna run past all these people. Gotcha. It's actually from the game. Is it an actual song? Difference to who was the studio that developed it? What if I just try taking on all these enemies at once? This is crazy. Gotcha. It's like that one song that's like, I just want to watch the world burn, or whatever that Fallout song is. Ooh. If I hit a dead end here, I'm in trouble. Obsidian. And about to hit that dead end. Oh, we're good. Keep going. I think I have like... Those things are still chasing me. Hundreds. I don't want... Yeah, that's it. That's the song. I really like that song. They can't jump over no ledge. Is the Ink Spots like a 90s band? That sounds like a 90s band. We literally have a waypoint. Just like that. Nope. That's not what I wanted.
Thank the
1920s band? That makes more sense.
I will destroy the chalice, and with some luck, that will be the end of it. Thank you for all you've done.
Have a great day.
Please never speak of this again.
Sure. Give me some good money. $10,000. What a day. Level 31, still on Act 1. I'm loving it. But hey everyone, I'm gonna call it a night now. It's been a beautiful 2 hours and like almost 40 minutes with Yin's father, Juicy, Ben, Sarge, GV, Coach Pauls, all you lovely people. Thank you for being here. Have a fantastic rest of your evening. No, I won't be live or anything like that tomorrow. Friday, again, remember, Friday, Game Bites not happening Friday. Friday is now reserved for a potential Diablo stream. But also, Game Bites is Sunday. We're going to wait till everything happens. You know what I mean? Gaming news-wise. So, yeah, I'm out of here. I'm going to go hang out with my ex-girlfriend. God bless. Catch y'all on the flippity flop. And as always, take care of your hygiene. Adios.